What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Realist Debates with myself, the realist one, Jay.
This is Lengman Joseph from Around the Ways, aka Joey Leng, but just call me Joey, please.
And it's Rams.
Back again. Yes.
Yeah, every time. Like,
Bruv,
I'm literally
I
there,
said
like,
we gotta change this, bruv. Something's gotta give,
Nah,
bruv.
alright, cool, compromise. I will go first.
Alright, we can even
Yeah.
do
So I'll
that.
keep throwing off the next person, so I'll
What? So you're saying you're gonna throw
No,
me
my
under the
thing
bus?
is-
But you're used to this thing, so it's...
I think my thing is as well, my name is very short. I'm following that.
Yeah.
It
It's just
seems
like, yeah,
a bit
Rams.
anticlimactic. So yeah, maybe I need to add a little bit of je ne sais quoi to mine, you know?
Bit of vim to that. Nah, this guy is just throwing off bare guess, man. Anyway, sips water. What we saying today, Joey? What we saying?
Yeah, so I wanted to get through a couple of bits that I've just been kind of seeing in the news. One or two things that you actually put on my radar as well. So a lot of the news that I've been seeing lately that's been mad, let me put that on silent, is sports related. Now, do you fuck with sport?
I fuck with it as in they piss me off when they're blocking off my road because the rugby's on.
Oh yeah, you got that now, innit?
Beyond that,
Alright, so why this has come is because even though it's talking about sport, it's actually not really got to do with on the pitch.
I
or on
know
the
somebody
court or
got
like-
fired recently.
Yeah,
That's
so
about
basically, from our last episode was the Man United one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so since then, Ollie got fired.
R.I.P. Ollie.
Bye.
He had to go, like we said. That was the title. So
it. Wasn't it because they lost like the last game and they were like they've had enough.
boy,
It's a thing
he
still.
was going through a bit of a tough period still. Just a bit of context. He was the Manchester United manager, and yeah, he just wasn't doing well for a period of time where they just said, "Yo, legend that you are at the club, we can't deal with this no more." So
I'm
they
gonna
let
miss
him
the
go.
memes though.
Yeah, man, especially that Ronaldo Squid Game, man. That one was top notch still.
Do you know what I'm gonna miss? Like every time, not every time, but whenever United would have like a negative result, whether it's even if it's just a draw, or they didn't play well or nothing, I just love my man. He was always smiling, always just
You know
smiling.
what? I just always felt like he looked out of his depth. Like any answers that he gave in interviews, like he just sounded like he should never have been there, bruv.
For real, but that's all the airtime we're gonna give you for today. Obviously.
Looked like Rams was just about to step in
'cause
on something.
Oh,
my,
yeah?
my thing is, the reason I have issue with football sometimes is I kind of feel like, why is the emphasis solely on this man when he's not the one kicking the ball around? Like, I get it, the manager's there to give direction and all of that kind of stuff, but shouldn't there be a bit more emphasis on the people doing the training and, you know...
He is the one doing the training,
Yeah,
but
I see,
I know what
they're
you're
part of it, they're
saying.
part of his
The
staff.
players
Yeah.
do. I mean, separately from the manager, the players do get criticised a lot, especially on social media. So when players do have bad games, they get criticised. But more often than not, he's the one that kind of sends them out with the tactical formations, etc. The mentality that they step out on the pitch with should come from him. So if they're not respecting that, then yeah, it's not gonna go well. So
And I think
fair point though.
Yeah, ultimately as well, it's cheaper. It's cheaper to
Yeah,
replace a
true.
manager than get rid of even maybe two players that were problem.
It's true. It's real.
But again, that's all the airtime we're gonna give you today. Sorry.
Yeah, move on.
yeah,
You
but
got
you know-
a whole show, man.
Yeah, but you know what? The
Fucking-
rest of the sport
Dickhead.
bits aren't actually to do with the actual sports. I feel.
Yeah.
So like, one you told me about, I don't know how I missed this. Like,
Wait.
I literally don't. But a Chinese tennis player called Peng Shuai
That's her
gone
name.
missing. Like,
Yeah.
literally missing.
I mean, I caught onto this even myself late, and soon as I caught onto it, I let you know. But I was just kind of watching Sky Sports News, and it kept popping up. I heard her name over and over again, and I was like, just suddenly paid attention to it. And when I saw what it was about, like the context behind it is basically a female tennis player, quite well known. from, I think she's Chinese.
Yeah, she's like one of their top sports stars from what I read.
So apparently she accused someone within the Chinese government of sexual assault. Is that right in saying?
She said he forced her coerced to have sex with her in 2018, but I don't know what kind of goes underneath that, like how he done it or things like that. She just basically said he done this in 2018.
Yeah.
2 twos, it's gone.
And that's the main thing about it, is that, she made an allegation against someone high up in the Chinese government, basically. And since then, nobody's seen her. Now, in a bit more background to that is, there's been footage and tweets released by the Chinese government saying that she's well and good. So this is why it's getting even more fishy, because people are questioning.
Let me tell you about the footage they put out there. Rams, let's say you go missing, yeah? Right? Naturally, your close ones are going to be like, yo, where's Rams at? Imagine now, like the government were like, yo, nah, she's safe. Look, here's this video. But in the video, you hear a director go, now's the perfect time, go. And then they're doing a little thing that like they're at like a dinner table or something. People are talking, she's not saying a word. She's just there, just like,
So she's under duress.
So everyone's saying, well, she looks under duress. Again, I saw another clip where she's like with some tennis people. But everyone's like, well, she's not talking again. But even with these clips, there's nothing to verify that this is recent. Like these are random clips.
That's what I was going to get to, is that there's no actual timestamp or time frame on any of this footage. Also, what I want to add to it is, like, for me, if the world is looking for you, you would just come out and say, hi, everybody, I'm good.
Quick tweet, like, yo, I'm here. Listen, I'm
Pop
blessed.
your head out the window.
Like, yo, I love the love, but
I'm cool,
about
innit?
The Chinese government, now they're calm. They're not even hassling me like that. But
do we not already know how China works?
This is the thing.
I feel like
China.
Even if you don't really know China like that, we all know China like that. Like, as in, no, there's no such thing as like free will and free speech
you gotta
for
say
a lot
it like
of people.
Trump. You gotta say China.
No.
Chinese.
And like, honestly, like, I feel like there's, especially when you're going against the government there, like, you're literally
Playing
almost
with your life.
Yeah, like you're itching for trouble, but at the same time they've clearly tried to put their own little like safety net in place to be like, okay, well, if people come looking for her,
They're
she's
making it worse.
she's well renowned, you know, people are going to notice she's gone, so let's make sure we've got this footage and this evidence. It looks like they literally kidnapped her, put all of this together, staged it.
There's
It
a
recorded
hashtag.
like 6
A
clips or
trending
whatever.
hashtag.
Do you know what
Where
China don't
is
get?
Peng Shuai?
China, what they don't get is they're bad at this. They're really
Honestly.
bad
But
at
are they
covering
really
things up like
trying?
this. I don't think so.
Are they
not
really trying? Do they really care? Because
Boy.
really and truly, she's if this has happened
This
in
woman
their
is
country,
iconic, you know. Like,
but if this has happened in their country by them, what can the rest of the world do other than hashtag save what's her face and hope for the best? Like, they can. I guess
you.
people could put pressure on
But you
it.
can't just be vanishing people like
Can't you?
on your free will.
Brother, you got
That's
to
mad.
remember what they're allegedly doing to, is it I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but the Uyghur Muslims,
Like,
bare concentration
Yeah.
camps allegedly going on over there
In 2021.
And loads of people are saying, "Hey, stop doing that." China saying, "Doing what? We're not doing that. Doing what? We're not doing that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?"
just Ray
So
Charles
why do you
in
think
the
this
whole
one
team.
person, no matter how good she is at tennis, why do you think they're gonna care? Because at the end of the day, like, it's China.
China.
They've they've shown themselves to be people who they will do what they want until like the world comes to them and be like, hey, what's going on? And then they'll
You know they
skirt
got
around
the
it.
thing to kill us all,
Yeah,
innit?
of course.
Like, if they want to start this thing and
Listen,
push the
I don't even want
button,
to talk
we're
about them too
all
tough.
fucked.
I like my life.
Yeah.
Just know that, innit?
Can't lie.
So this is what I think. Hold on, wait. Off the back of what Ram said now, I just actually thought about it seriously. No one can't say nothing because we can't do nothing,
Honestly.
blood.
Do you know?
They will vanish us all.
Brother, do you know what you got to remember? You're talking from a war point of view. No one really wants it from them, even from before that. Like, they make up a large population of this world,
Madness.
which means they boycott us through capitalism. So, for
Honestly,
example,
if they said we're gonna stop commerce coming
It's
from
done.
your, we're done, we're
done.
finished.
It's done. Why do you think, for example, like so many like movie producers will bow to their will?
Well,
a lot of the time.
They even
like
have
the first
movie
time it's not
producers
happened.
taking out Tom Cruise out of their movie to put any Chinese actor to be like, okay, yeah, this is for you lot.
Are
This
you
is for
telling
your
me
population.
they're playing Squid Game with us?
No, like
you know one of the
Red light, green
Jay,
light.
do you know one of the first times that, and I was actually very shocked this happened, where Hollywood was like, nah, the latest Marvel movie, the Eternals, it has it's like got a real diverse cast, and a lot of what they have in it is people that aren't straight.
Yeah.
Now,
For real?
actually, no, it wasn't. Sorry,
Wasn't it?
I don't think it was
transfer?
China. I think it was, but a lot of countries have pretty much said, listen, take that out in it. Like,
Yeah, we don't wanna see
we
that.
don't fuck with that.
Oh.
And Hollywood has said, nah, we're keeping that in. So it's been
And
boycotted.
they banned it.
So yeah, so a lot of times, and just sorry, not just China, but a lot of countries as well, people don't really want to get into it with them because they'll just say, all right, cool, we'll just boycott your stuff.
I mean, look at even like North Korea and Mr. Kim Jong-un, and he's banning people from wearing leather coats because they're trying to teeth his fashion. He put a blanket statement out to be like, none of you lot are
Ban
allowed to
leather
wear
jackets.
this because this is my drip.
I swear it goes
Oh,
deeper than that.
I'll be
He said
damned.
it's my drip.
No.
I love me a leather
Didn't
jacket.
someone get the death penalty for bringing Squid Games to North Korea?
Yeah,
Am I
I saw
chatting
that.
shit?
I saw that
I
still.
would
The
be
death
surprised.
penalty
That is mad.
for a Netflix show.
For illegal copies.
And do you know what gets on my nerves? People, please. This is what having your freedom of speech taken away looks like.
No,
Not
honestly.
when you say racist shit, homophobic shit, and you face a consequence. Because no one vanishes you away. You just get your just desserts.
You know what? I can't lie.
Someone has said, someone in the government sexually assaulted me and no one can find her. That is what not having freedom of speech looks like.
I can't lie. Part of me is a bit like, maybe some of these people in this country needs to get their freedom of speech taken away from them for
It's
them to
true.
really understand the consequence of things, because sometimes people are too loose-lipped.
Start with Piers Morgan.
Honestly. Some people are too loose-lipped and they just get away with bare bullshit. Like, did you not see him the other day talking about who was he talking about? Piers. Oh, it's gone from my head.
Was it Megan
now.
again?
Nah, it wasn't.
I think he spoke
he was
about
talking
the
about
cricketer.
No, he was
Oh.
talking about Adele and saying, something like, why does Adele sound better when she performs in person, talking about how dead her album sounds and like why everyone's streaming her music, and then just like bantered it off at the end. And I'm like, who asked you? If you're not a fan, shut up. Like, honestly,
I'll
why are
forever
you
have
here?
the picture of him storming off GMTV in the morning
After
still.
man got patterned up.
He got touched up by Alex, boy. He just got set straight.
Yeah, man.
Said, I'm not having this. My white privilege won't accept this. Off I go. Dickhead.
Yeah, man.
So,
Listen,
yeah.
Hopefully Peng Shuai is found, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
And,
Mad.
But yeah, I think there's, because I know the tennis community, they're not happy. They basically said, yo, if you don't give us like some verifiable proof,
Bruv, Pete
every
Sampras, you know.
every tournament we have in China, gone.
When you hear from Pete Sampras again, you know something's up.
Pete- Big Pete's come
Them
out.
legends come out with Peng Shuai. Where is she? Boy, some answers need to be
But
found.
tennis is mad right now. Football,
Oh, good.
yo.
Off the pitch, you
How
know.
am I talking about football and not talking about football? Man, listen.
What is
see
it? The
from-
one that has...
From long time. Man rated Eric Abidal's ting.
Oh,
man
that
rated
one.
his ting, bro.
Oh, that one.
Now, I don't know. He is in a soap opera.
Embroiled.
A soap opera. So to give you some context, yeah, the way this story has pivoted is mad. So the way it started off was actually in women's football. So a Paris Saint Germain player, I can't even remember her name. She got assaulted by, I don't know, some peeps. Just ran up on her, beat her up, everything. Now they blamed her
teammate.
They blamed her teammate,
who she was actually out with on the
Yeah.
night. So a bit
So they
more
blamed her.
context. It looked like a setup, basically. That's what they were trying to say, is that the teammate that she was out with set her up to get attacked by these people. So yeah.
So
yeah,
now
yeah.
she's all saying, "Raw, I didn't do that shit."
Yeah.
And if you lot are saying I done that shit, I'm suing everyone for this. But everyone's saying, "Boy."
Hold on, is it wrong and strong or is it? Is she
I'll
really-
be real at the beginning, because I didn't really know about it. I said, whatever's going on, this is mad. But I kind of believed her.
Yeah,
Just from
yeah.
her response. It didn't seem wrong and strong to me, but it might have to others. Now,
Then
wait for the pivot, yeah? Because obviously my girl's been beat up, she's in hospital, whatnot. So now they're going through her phone and that, trying to find out things. They find out she's having an affair with an ex-footballer called Eric Abidal. Right? Now, is he connected to PSG currently?
I'm not sure. I think he might be in their board somewhere.
I think
you
he's
know?
within their board, so that's how they're connected. So it turns out they've been having an affair. So now, everyone's saying, hang on a minute. Must have been Eric Abidal's wife that done that setup.
Boy.
So now, man's life is all crazy. It is
It
mad.
is actually mad because obviously the player that got accused, everyone was like onto her, like thinking, she tried to sabotage another girl's career, blah, 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 blah. Then moving a bit further on down the line, it comes out that obviously ex-Barcelona player, famous Eric Abidal, is having an affair with an actual player. Yeah, I think he is on their board. I think that's
No,
where
he
the
is, he is, he
connection
is.
is.
Yeah,
Somewhere
yeah,
above within that club. So yeah, apparently then I saw that his wife found out about this affair. Yeah, so then it then started to take away a bit of the light from the actual player that was accused of setting her teammate up, and people started to like look at Abidal's wife like, rah, could she have something to do with it? And yeah, moving on down the line, it's looking very much so now. The player is out of the spotlight. She didn't do it. And it's looking like Mrs. Abidal is in the hot seat still.
This is why I tell people, just don't cheat. Men, keep your dicks in your pants and don't cheat, because really and truly, and I'm not gonna say his wife is in the right place for this, because you're mad. Like, for you to literally get somebody
Do you know how
beat the shit
sinister
out
that
of,
I think she
is?
got
like,
beat
that
up
is
with pipes
sick.
and shit as well.
That's
Premeditated,
actually sick.
sinister business.
But for you to lead somebody to a state of psychosis, because that must be what she was under, for her to behave in that way. Like, honestly, firstly, what kind of, like, I don't know, demon dick do you have for that to be the outcome? And secondly, just stop cheating. Like, if you don't want to be with your wife, divorce. And I get it, you don't want to lose some of your money, but then don't cheat.
I mean, again, what I want to point out, what I got from this as well is obviously he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. But we done a bit of an episode on it before in terms of the position of power that he's in, where obviously if he is high up in the club, he can have a potential influence on her career and where it goes, especially within the club. So as a young up and coming player, if you're sleeping with him, which you are,
Is it tactical cheating?
is it tactical cheating? Do you understand? Where she's young, attractive, she could probably have any guy in Paris if she wants to. However, the guy that you are sleeping with could have an influence on your career. And that, again, is where I'd look at him and be like, yo, bruv, what the hell are you doing?
But hold on,
it's
is
real.
the issue then him being in the position of power and like flaunting that position of power to say, potentially I could get you here, there, and everywhere if me and you are dealing? Or is it on her for being tactical and choosing to sleep with this man over any other man in Paris?
Personally, I'd put it down to him. Reason being is because, one, he's a married man. Two, she's probably young and very naive. Obviously starting out in her professional career, etc. So him, obviously living a professional life, being a married family man, should know better, in my opinion. And I think that the girl in her position, she would be vulnerable and gullible to that kind of approach if it's put to her.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't think she went out and seeked Eric Abidal, who's a married man. Whereas I think it's very likely Eric Abidal, who's a married man, knows he could have such influence over these younger girls, probably sort her out.
Yeah, I can't lie. Abidal's a donut still. He's a very big donut for doing this. He is in a mad position of power, like you said. And now, for example, because I don't follow women's football a lot, and especially not
French side of
foreign
things.
leagues. But so I don't know what her status within the club is like. Is she now a captain, club captain, like penalty kick taker, set piece take? Like she does everything. Because then people be like, well, probably done it because you're fucking Abidal. I don't know. So
he's not the manager.
She's made, but again,
it's not going to be tainted.
He's above a manager.
It's real.
That is real, and we know, especially from the men's game.
Saying I want to be playing with Neymar and Messi. Put me in the men's team.
Yeah, but we know from the men's team, PSG, they don't have a problem going above their manager to speak to higher up people to get things that they want. So it could work with the women's team as well. But I think further to that, if Abidal's wife done this, like a lot of dots are joining up. I'm not saying she did.
It's a mad move.
But yeah, he pushed it to it. But my thing is, at the end of the day, you choose how you react to it.
You're a big woman still.
The thing that I do not understand is why do people, when they get cheated on, they don't look at their partner who cheated on them. They have all the smoke for the person that has no loyalty to them. I don't get that. It makes no sense.
I think
why are you getting Abidal set up? If you got him beat up, I'll be saying all of this makes sense. You know
she
what?
knows that she ain't getting no peas off.
That's a lover's tiff. Do your thing, innit? But further to that, there are people that are broke that still do this. Like they still blame the person that has no loyalty to them. Like,
I think because people, when they get cheated on, they don't think logically. They almost try to take out whatever frustration or whatever upset, pain, on the person that they believe is causing them that pain, because you're the outsider. You're the person that's beyond my marriage or beyond my relationship and breaking our trust circle. And I think you're right in that that's the incorrect mentality, because I'd prefer to deal with my partner, because in my mind, you're the person who owes me something. You decided to get into this relationship with me or this marriage or whatever. So if you then choose to cheat on me, but me to now go and come to another woman as a woman or set up another woman,
I'm not trying to
all
an
of
idiot
these
like
kind of
that
things.
still.
I'm not trying to do that.
But do you know, off the back of what Joey said
embarrassed?
though, what I would think from her perspective is, look, this young girl, like you said, is breaking our circle of trust. She's up and coming, starting her career out. Let me just bust her leg. She won't have no career. Whereas if she touches Eric, she knows whatever severance money or whatever divorce money, it's gone. So she ain't gonna have nothing. She might have touched him, she might have done something to him and get that peace of mind. But in terms of financial security going forward, she'll cancel that.
But my thing is, get divorced.
If that is the case, to me, she's more sinister than...
Yeah,
which I was going to say, going on to what Ram said, I would have just done the tactical thing and said,
get a divorce.
All the evidence is there.
Yeah, literally.
Done.
Go get my money.
And I'm holding a big drink because you cheated.
Yeah.
I'm spoiling, man.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Yeah, so she played herself.
Yeah, she fumbled the bag, and now you're going to end up being in jail too. Fucking idiot.
Now you're going bin.
Oh, man.
No,
that is bare sinister, though.
Yeah,
bare sinister.
But saying that, women are sick in the head.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to say
too.
that straight. They are sick in the head, because I've heard of some grievous things that girls have done, like when their boyfriends have cheated or when their partners have cheated, and I just thought to myself, yo, like that's not all right. Like,
I've heard some stories.
are you
That's
tapped
why
or
I'm
something?
saying, yo, if not that I'm trying to go out there and cheat, but if I did and if the missus stays, I'm saying, nah, what's going on? What's happening? What are you planning?
Listen, but I always say I'm sorry, but I'm gonna poison your food.
I'm
Like,
doing all
honestly,
the cooking, innit?
Yeah, 'cause I'll find out something.
What, you want to make me a hot drink? Nah. That's like the fourth one you tried to make me in 20 minutes. It's all right.
Yo, babes, why are you always asking if I want a sandwich? Like,
Well, fucking hungry.
But I also feel like that's like a sense of paranoia is good. Good for you, because who told you to cheat? Like, you must suffer for a little bit. And I feel like even if nothing happens, the fact that you're suffering, I want you to suffer. I want you to feel the guilt. I want you to feel the pain. But that's enough for me. Some people have to take it like a step further. Like, I've been cheated on. I wasn't dumb enough to forgive him, but he tried it. And I was there like, nah, like, I want to see that pain. I want to see you grovel. I want to see you feel like absolute and utter shit.
And I'm still
and
not
then
gonna
I'm
take you back.
not going to take you back. Like, are you mad?
I respect it still.
it's real.
I respect it.
And that's not even all that's going on that's mad within football. Like,
Oi.
but this is one that the actual incident happened like a couple of years ago, I think.
Is this the one? Yeah, this
Yeah,
is,
but like a Dutch footballer, basically,
international football.
Yeah, he's just on splashings.
So there's
Just out here
basically
stabbing people.
there's a Dutch footballer. His name's Quincy Promes. Yeah, I think he's currently at what is it, Spartak Moscow or something
Yeah,
like
he
that.
went back there recent still.
Yeah, he's at Spartak Moscow now, but he was recently playing for the Dutch national team in the Euros that just went by. So yeah, he's on the international stage. And bearing in mind, he was playing in the Euros after this was said and done. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd been to court. Did he get it got postponed or whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry,
yeah.
first, before you continue, what colour is he?
He's black.
Okay, cool. Carry on.
Yeah, Quincy Promes.
Yeah, I kind of thought so,
Netherlands.
but carry on.
Yeah. So he's a black don still. So yeah, it was all done before he played at the Euros. I think the case got postponed, but now he's actually been found guilty. And what he actually done is he allegedly stabbed his cousin at a family function.
Pretty sure it's on Christmas as well.
Hold on. Okay. Now, I'm used to black families, yeah? I have one, yeah? And I can understand how, sometimes it might get a little heated. People getting on your goddamn nerves. So when we say he stabbed his cousin, like, what do we mean? Are we saying that things got heated, his cousin pissed him off, he picked up a fork and stabbed him in his leg, and out of frustration didn't really think what he was doing? Or are we saying he was on smoke and come and stabbed up his
So let me just
tell you-
clarify. I
Yeah,
think the
go on.
charge is attempted murder.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's a different level
What
of
I can tell you is
stabbing.
his cousin's knee, it don't work the same like it used to anymore. Like, apparently
man.
it's done.
Yeah.
So I don't know if man stabbed his knee or
It weren't no fault.
That you are
You stabbed someone
like
in
you're
the
actually
knee,
psychotic.
bruv.
Do you know how painful?
You know who stabs knees? A footballer that knows knees are required.
Man saying your meniscus
Bruv.
done out, brother.
Bruv, if that was vice versa, he's
You
never
said
playing
what? You think
again.
you can pick your kids up after this?
Bruv, that's who stabs knees. A man that knows knees are vital still.
Nah, that's
But yeah, so yeah, the charge is attempted murder. And yeah, he's now looking at some serious jail time.
No, that's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Like, I just don't get it. Me personally, like, I think I told you about this one, no? Or did you?
I think you mentioned it, but
I
I read
think
it
I told
anyways.
you
Yeah,
now
yeah,
because it's come back up. But in regards to the fact that this guy is pretty famous, like
Yeah.
he's an international footballer playing at international tournaments. The fact that he was allowed to play at the latest
That's
international
insane.
tournament while this case was ongoing is beyond me.
Yeah, I was surprised because I thought when I first read it, because I think it happened in like 2019 Christmas times, but like I don't remember it from that time. So like I find it quite surprising that someone is pretty much on bail for attempted murder, and you're letting them do up international tournament and that.
But I guess it's the whole idea of innocent until proven guilty, you know? So at the end of the day, he hasn't been convicted, even if they believe that he has done it. Like, until it's written on point blank paper, things have been, you know, signed off and you're convicted for whatever you've done. Are you really gonna say he can't continue living his life to a certain extent? Because if he was working at Tesco and he had a case he could continue working at Tesco until his case came through and the final answer was the final answer. Are you gonna stop the man's bag when potentially he could not be guilty?
Fair play. I mean,
It's fair.
I hear that argument, and what I'd say in response to that is obviously the severity of the case. Like, man's got an AM charge hanging over his head.
Lie, it's not a little charge. Like,
It's
to
not
me,
you stole polos from the front counter at Tesco, you're on a suspension.
Yeah, I can't lie. If you're on an AM charge, an R charge, things like that, I can't see you.
Me
on
personally,
TV,
beyond
kicking ball about.
international football, I think he should have just been suspended from football in general. On pay, just to help you out there. Yeah, suspended on full pay. Yeah, as they do. But in terms of that, the charge itself, I think is too serious to be even like contemplating whether. You know, like you said, innocent till proven guilty.
I hear what you're saying. Like, I don't disagree, but I don't know if it's maybe something about him as a player, because wasn't there like another case recently of that football player who was convicted of rape or sexual assault?
Benjamin Mendy.
Oh, sorry, Mendy.
Yeah,
that's
and
an old school one.
like he got suspended, and I think he was off for like quite a while whilst the case was still pending.
No, that's because he's still in bin. That's why. He's on the mark.
So what was the difference?
They held him.
Like, I get it, like sexual assault or rape or whatever the category was. And for me, it and attempted murder are in the similar bracket of problematic. So why is one person allowed to still be out doing what they want to do and the other person still in bin? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So is it that there's a different standard because one person is seen as less of a risk? Or is it...
To me, they're both a risk.
So what? It's Mendy we're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
I think whatever evidence they have on man is a mad thing. Where they're like, you're not coming out, because remember that episode I said I can't really think of a footballer who's rich and famous that can't get bail like that off of something like this. So the evidence they must have is a mad thing. Man City have washed their hands of him completely. Normally you
and
see,
rightfully so.
Yeah, normally you see either quiet or maybe a little bit of support or just a bit tentative. But right from the off, as soon as you heard Benjamin Mendy was arrested, you heard City.
And that's because they know more than we do.
Kicked away, yeah. So they must know things that are mad. So I'm sure for Quincy Promes, it's probably a little bit more up in the air. And I suppose, whilst I'm saying, how can you have man kicking ball and this, that, the other, there's also a thing of, we do know with these court proceedings, they take ages.
Yeah.
Like this happened in 2019 and he's not been sentenced yet. So,
But also COVID.
Yeah, there's that as well. But we also know that sometimes court takes time. So are we saying for 2-3 years, man's ghost? I don't know, man. It's a tricky one.
True.
Still. It's a tricky one. But like, kind of talking of like, of Quincy Promes doing mad things during Christmas, I thought we was definitely gonna have a Christmas this year. Then man like Omicron came out. What man like Omicron? That sounds like that sounds hench. It sounds like it's wedge. Whatever it is, it sounds bolo.
It sounds like,
Omicron
enemy
variant.
of the Transformers or something.
Bro, final boss.
Yeah. It's like, all right. Yeah. What, you beat the South African variant once?
Bro, this is another South African variant.
I know. Omicron.
I said, wait, that was my little brother still. Man said,
you know what?
man said, you see me? I couldn't even come out. Man was in bin. I'm out now, innit?
You know the final boss, like you said, they always send the little idiots first to do the dirty work. Like,
you know
yeah, see if
everyone-
this can fuck them up, then I'll come after and done the dance, yeah? Oh, me fucking cron, fam.
Oh, listen, fam. I'm scared of that shit, fam. Omicron.
It's sounding potent
Whoa,
still.
it sounds like something out of DC and Marvel.
Nah, you know what? I can't lie.
Yo, Omicron's coming.
I've been
What?
waiting
We
for
gotta
this.
get the Avengers.
I've been waiting for this. I've been itching for this because the way I am literally like dancing in my shoes, hoping we go back into lockdown. It's unreal. I am tired of this going into the office bullshit. I'm tired.
This enemy of progression in
You are so
life.
selfish.
Hold on, like, we brought you back here in good faith.
What? You're out here saying, yo, Bojo, lock the thing, fam.
Press the button, fam.
What?
Listen, do you not feel this winter?
Nah, I can't lie, it's cold still.
Nah, I won't
Flicking my
lie.
neck back. I'm tired.
Since we unlocked down, my money don't go as far. You know?
Hey, I can't lie, Rams. You caught me off guard with that one still. I was all like, yeah, what's Rams gonna say?
Nah, I'm not saying I don't want lockdown again, but I appreciate since we come out of lockdown.
Honestly, I'm tired.
The things I thought
think
that
of
were
my
easy on.
heating bill though.
No, but all of this outside, every day, everybody want to party, everyone want to be inviting me to motives. I'm tired. My
No
bank
one telling you
account's
to go
tired.
to all of them.
Yeah, but
true.
I can't say no. At least if we're locked down, then I might touch
Let's be
one or
talking
two
like
here and
we ain't
there.
been out recently, all of us.
This is what I'm saying.
Together.
Clearly, I have no, like I can't say no. Yeah, but my bank account is tired.
So what you saying? You was in the lab making up Omicron, yeah?
Obviously,
This
I was
is Nick
like,
coming
Like flipping sugar spice and everything, not nice.
Nah, but big and serious though. All jokes aside, like the it's the announcement for me, innit?
Yeah.
It's the announcement for me. It came literally a month before Christmas. The 25th is when they said, "Oh, we heard about this new thing." And bro, do you know what's the date today? Today's what? The 27th? Is it?
Nah,
28th.
29th? No.
Oh, bro, I'm living in the past.
28th. Sorry.
28th. Bro, I heard the announcement on the 25th, yeah? And I literally said to my girl, look, see, 4-week window, they're doing it before Christmas. The funny thing is, I forgot what I was going to say. Where was I going with this? Oh, man.
I do that all the time.
Oh, fuck it.
I feel like that maybe they're saying it now.
I was building up to something
in
as
their
well.
mind, it's like, all right, if we prepare them now, when we then say you can't leave your house at Christmas, they knew it was coming. I feel like that's what they're gonna say.
Rams, this isn't preparing us. Preparing us is saying, listen, Omicron is out.
Oh,
We
that
don't
was
know
it.
what it's saying yet.
Sir,
I'm
sir.
letting you know from
I
now.
got my hand up, sir.
Let
I
people
got it.
forget.
So, yeah, I heard it on the 25th, yeah?
Alright, cool.
And we're on the 28th today. It's here. Because when I heard it on the 25th, it was
Wasn't
not
here.
here.
Yeah.
But there's
In the last
couple people
day,
still.
actually yesterday, the day before recording, I heard 2 cases here in the UK. So, yeah, it's moving the way they want it to go.
we had a there was meant to be a rugby match by ours yesterday, and like they cancelled the men's game because like 4 people tested positive. 4 of the players
Not
tested
on.
positive for COVID,
Oh.
and 2 of the like team members tested positive as well. So they had to like shut it all down. And part of me feels like it must be this new variant because we've all been out here living our best lives.
Normally
and
the pair
moving
just
alright.
dips. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a bit mad, but at the end of the day, I said what I said. Yeah, I'm trying to be inside. It's cold. If I don't have to leave my house, I will not. I want to stay home. I need the money to stay in my bank account. I'm tired of going outside.
I can't lie,
right?
yeah. I've done well. Like, even since coming out of lockdown, the way I'm even managing my money better is it's all going swimmingly.
Nah,
So-
it's going aight for me.
For me, it's
Like,
going lovely. And you know, if we go back into another lockdown, obviously with my profession, I can work from home actually. And I did it the last lockdown in my other spare room, turned it into a gym, bringing clients home. But that is not what I want to do. It's
Yeah,
not
I
what
get you.
I want to
No,
do.
I don't want to be locked down. But to go back to what managing people's
I'm
expectations
gonna
look
get
like,
fat.
to me it doesn't look like this. It
Play
looks like telling
PlayStation
people,
all day.
cool. Omicron's here. It's on our shores right
Man's day off, fam.
there might not be a Christmas. I'm letting you know from now. If it gets worse and it gets to an X point, this is what it will look like. Because what they're doing now is saying, yes, here. But I don't know if that means Christmas goes on or not. The same way with last year where Bojo was saying, nah, Christmas is quality, trust me. So people are making all their plans. And then a few days before Christmas, he's saying,
Now,
yeah,
let me tell you
about
something, yeah?
that. That's not managing people's expectations.
That man is a liar. Yeah, he is a liar. I'm going to say liar, not even liar. He's a liar. Yeah. So really and truly, I'm not looking to him to make my Christmas plans. I'm making my own Christmas plans, and whatever Omicron has and says, that's their business.
So you lot, when you say cancelled, yeah, because I spend Christmas at my yard anyway, or I might go to my grandyard, family, whatever. But when you say cancelled, you mean we'll be in quarantine again? Is that what you lot are saying?
Well,
like lockdown.
The thing is, cancel will look like different things for different people.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
So for example, for you, if you just spend Christmas at home, your Christmas is gone in regardless.
It always goes.
Whereas if, for example, people need to travel to Northampton and this and that, their Christmas is done. And those are the people that need to know what is going on, because there's loads of people that don't live near their family or anything. They need to travel a long way.
Yeah,
and they need to know quickly.
Yeah, my family's close.
And
anyway.
allegedly, I travelled from my house to my sister's house. Allegedly. Nonetheless, whether Boris said something or not. And there's police like lined up all across the like motorway, because I was driving up the M25. They didn't stop. They're just waving you along like, have a nice day. And I'm like, you really tell I am not in my house and I'm not going to work. So I'm obviously going to somebody's house for Christmas, but they ain't stopping me.
You were probably the 1,000th they saw. They probably set out like, listen, let's bag all... Raw, this bet. You might as well just wave them off.
Honestly.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
they don't have enough sales for that, bro.
You know? But yeah, hopefully we do have a Christmas. Omicron is... not as bolo as he sounds, but yeah, man.
I can't lie, I'm a bit glad as well, because like, my family was trying to touch Jamaica, and if this variant is here, it means I get to stay home, because again, I don't want to be spending no money. And as much as I want to
you'd rather be here than Jamaica.
No, okay, listen, yeah.
You're saying some stuff today.
Okay, guys, listen, I'm trying to touch Jamaica next summer, yeah? If I touch Jamaica this winter...
How do you know you'll be alive next summer?
I will be. In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. I'm not an enemy. I
was like, yo.
But I'm a live for today kind of person. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to be alive then.
Nah, honestly, my plans for Dream Weekend is to
all that was missing was a sinister smile.
Summer.
You say you're going to be alive.
No, like, honestly, I just feel like, all right, I go to Jamaica most Christmases. Like, I love it there. It's my favourite time of the year. But I'm not really here for seeing my family. Let me not lie. And also, I want to go to Jamaica in summer.
Guess
and
you ain't sending them,
if I spend my bag now at Christmas, it affects my bag in summer. Do you get what I'm saying? Because Jamaica in summer is expensive. So if I'm trying to touch Jamaica for all 2-3 weeks come August, I'm trying to live my best life, shake my nash, in the water park somewhere, living my best life.
The best Jamaica life.
My best Jamaica life.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm just trying to chill.
It makes more sense.
Accumulate the bags, stay in my yard, all of that.
Yeah, I understand. But from that perspective, I hear you totally.
Yeah. I hear that.
You want to do it proper.
Yeah. Bojo, don't give us Christmas, please. One last thing I wanted to talk about was a story that I came across on Twitter. That just, and what we're going to do is we're definitely going to put the link up, so if anyone wishes to, they will donate to this person. But a man called Kevin Strickland spent 48 years in prison for murders he definitely didn't do. However, normally if you go to prison for something that you didn't do, you get compensation. So normally where he'd be getting millions, he gets nothing. And the reason why is because the state that he lives in, I can't remember which one it is. I'm going to throw Missouri under the bus.
I was going to say Alabama.
But basically, they only offer compensation if you're exonerated through DNA evidence. However, the way he was exonerated was quite different. So, how the story goes, basically, 2 people were murdered. That's the main thing that you need to know. During the trial, he was put on trial with a few other guys that committed the murder. Kevin Strickland's maintained all throughout when those murders happened. I was at home watching TV, but I was by myself. The other accused were like, yeah, we murdered them. Kevin did it. We don't even know him. Like he didn't do that shit. The jury, it was a hung jury because one black lady in the jury basically held out for an acquittal. So what they done is they done a retrial with all white jurors. Went to prison for 48 years.
Obviously.
Do you know why? Do you know why he was? Because of a witness placed him there. Now the reason why he ended up being exonerated is because the witness, who was a white lady on her deathbed, admitted that the police forced her to implicate Kevin Strickland in the murder, which is why she done so. But now she's dying. She's like, I'm trying to go to heaven. I'll tell you guys the truth now. So she got to pass away peacefully. So this
I hope she rots wherever the fuck she ended up, yeah? Point blank period. I hope she rots before you can even continue. I hope wherever she ends up is not where she thought she was going, and that she rots there. Rots.
Bitch.
As in, whatever rat is tormenting her entire soul, torment.
You saying that the rat's in the bucket?
Like, honestly...
Yeah, she's a bitch for real.
I think all I'm going to say to start with is I'm fucking tired of America. I'm fucking tired of their judicial system, and I don't even live
Wait,
there.
let me just finish this bit first. So now, just because, so he's not going to get any money out off the back of this. What I find really powerful about this Kevin guy is he has no hate in his heart for what's happened to him. I have no idea how. I would have been on madness.
Kevin's a better man than me.
So I think one of his legal team, they started a GoFundMe page, which is currently at about 1.2 million.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll get the link up
Still
if
not
anyone
enough,
wants to donate to Kevin Strickland and his plight,
And
which is
fuck that.
it ain't even it's one of many, especially in America as well, that happens. So
Can you not sue them?
I was gonna say, like, people shouldn't have to donate.
Yeah.
Like, and furthermore, the fact that this woman has admitted what the police done, he should be getting double the compensation. Furthermore,
this is
But
what I
hold
don't
on.
like,
get.
it's just
I
fucked,
have an
man.
issue with that though.
Exactly.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, yeah, because I kind of feel like the whole idea of compensating people when the police make a mistake and incorrectly imprisonate somebody or whatever it might be, like the same thing that would happen here is what happens in America. That comes from taxpayers' money. So you're basically, as the civilian, as the individual in the public walking around, paying for them to continuously make mistakes. Yeah? So part of me feels like this bag needs to come from the individual, as in the police officers themselves, out their pension, make it hurt them. Yeah, and then maybe they'll stop doing the fuckery that they're doing.
But
There's not enough consequence in that country for their
Rams,
fares.
their pension don't go that far to compensate what this person or
But
people need.
maybe
That's
if they
the
took
problem.
all of it from all of them, then they would start to understand that actually I'm in a position of power. I've been entrusted into this role by the people I'm supposed to serve. Let me stop killing them or wrongly
So you're
incarcerating
saying, like,
them
as in
and all of
police
that shit.
funding should
Yeah,
be-
cut that shit.
That's a good idea, actually. The funding, whatever budget they get from the government each year, should be cut accordingly to fund or compensate each mistake they've
Yeah.
made.
Because at the end of the day,
But then that's
But I
gonna have
think that-
worse streets, though.
Yeah, but I think the counter argument to that is they'll be pouring so much money for the mistakes that they make, but then there will be, for example, there will be good. There's good police officers out there somewhere. You know,
When you find them, let me know.
But then it's a case of how, because for example, they can't solve burglaries, for example, because there's no funding. So if we're taking more funding away for compensation, how do they do the actual policing?
so then
they're not even policing
what do we
properly
do?
anyway.
But what do we do then to stop them from doing what they're doing if it's not hurting them where it hurts?
Exactly. Where's the
Because they
accountability?
don't care. Yeah, they don't care.
If I'm being honest, I think it is a wider collective that needs to be speaking, because at the moment, it's only ethnic minorities that seem to have a problem with police officers.
And the white people when they killed them.
And very newly, ever since the Sarah Everard case, people are saying, okay, cool, they don't do as much as they should with women. So now there's a massive demographic there that's coming, but it should be everyone, because even if you poorly treat a black person, it comes out of a white person's pocket to compensate. Same way, actually I won't bring that in, just separate. So you shouldn't be saying, oh, like, why are black people saying this and that? You should be saying, well, actually, I want to make sure, just from a fiscal point of view, where my money goes, it's being properly used. For me, that's where it comes from. It comes from all of us collectively really scrutinising the police and not just seeing it as, oh, blacks are always complaining, so
but the thing is,
they only have a problem.
You're
with the
saying
police.
us collectively. I couldn't see that running here.
Because we are not a collective
America
people.
and here is a bit different. Like there are similarities in terms of the judicial system,
but I'm just
etc.
talking in general. Even in America as well, they should be doing the same thing there.
But I'm saying
the
here,
we is not a collective. That's the problem.
But that's a Western problem. We're very individualistic.
Look at Japan. They don't have these issues because they are a collective. Their communities come together. They work with each other, for each other. We are selfish motherfuckers. We only think about ourselves and our individual communities. And as a result of it, people die every day and you're only fighting your own fight. And don't get me wrong, I get it. Especially like for like the black demographic where you feel like actually the majority don't support you as a minority. So you have to work together to like, you know, fight for your own cause. But at the same time, like we're all being fucked over by these people in some way, shape or form.
no matter where you are.
So why is it that we're not all coming and sitting down and thinking like rational people and saying, okay, hold on, we're paying these people's mortgage, their bills, their rent, their whatever it might be every single fucking day, and they're killing off our people, wrongly incarcerating people, or just completely and utterly not coming to our rescue when we ask them to, because at the end of the day, what's the point of the fucking police if they're not to protect people? Instead they're over here killing people and all sorts of bullshit, and we're still funding them. I'm sorry, but I'd boycott my taxes if I could.
And that's the
I
thing,
say
we
fuck
don't
you
have
lot.
a choice.
Do you know what it
There's
is?
no choice in
it's
it.
for real. I'll be saying, yeah, I've taken off £5 that will go to the police. Like, yeah, the NHS and that, I want them to have that, but no, I'm not paying for the police.
Don't get me started on the NHS.
Or I'm not paying for this bit or that bit. If I had the opportunity, I would.
And that's the thing. The key word there is choice. Like they take it from us, regardless. We don't have a say in our taxes. So how they choose to then redirect that money, obviously it comes down to voting. Blah blah blah. Me, I'll be real with you. I'll tell you straight. I don't fucking vote. I don't vote because it's like the lesser the two evils. They're both fucked. Or no matter what sides it comes down to, they're both fucked. So it's like, which one's ideas do you most tally up with? Do you know what? I just don't bother because I just look at it like it's going to be fucked anyway. So I'm just going to live my life in whatever establishment takes over, and I'm gonna make the best out of that situation.
I still vote, but I still haven't gotten over Nick Clegg.
I'll be real. I don't think
that was the biggest betrayal.
I don't think my vote makes a difference. That's the truth.
It actually, he fucked us. I can't lie, but I feel like my problem with not voting, and I hear what you're saying, yeah, because if you feel like in this country we live in a two-party system, whether or not people want to admit to it, we do, because if it's not Conservative, it's Labour. Like, and any time that we try to fight for something else, it just doesn't happen. Like you said, Nick Clegg and the coalition government and all of that bullshit, yeah? So really and truly, the way the system is set up, you're going to end up with one of two evils. But part of the problem is a lot of the demographic that can create change, so like our generation or like people younger than us, 18 to 45 year olds, don't vote, and they don't vote because they believe their vote doesn't matter. But if you think of how much of the population that accounts for, if those people actually started voting, there would be a difference. If you don't get me wrong, I hear you because it buns me every time, and I vote green just for the point of it because I'm like, fuck you lot, you're not getting my vote because you're shit anyway. But if we were all doing something and proactively trying to change the people who sit in power and actually, you know, going to university and doing politics and getting into these and having a different mindset, the likelihood is our generation, the next
I
generation.
can't lie,
after us,
I
things will
agree. I
change.
need to change my mindset and think not in the way that, if I saw Boris on road, I'll punch him up and think that, okay, I need to put this tick on the box and post it. Like, I'll be real with you. I need to change my mindset because I'm that type of person that thinks, right, if I saw Boris on road, I'd fuck him up. Never gonna happen, but that's just the way I see it. So I'm more of the fact that, me writing on this slip of paper is not going to make a difference. However, now, in hindsight, hearing what you're saying, you're absolutely right. And if there is more people that have the mindset like me, started voting, then maybe a change could start happening.
Even like if you look at Brexit, for example, I know we're like divulging a little bit here, but Brexit, the majority of the people who voted for Brexit were the over 65s. So they're like the grey pound. So there's quite a lot of them because our population's like an aging population. But most of them voted and most of the young people didn't vote because they were like, we don't care. And it's not going to happen anyway. And look, what happened? We had Brexit. And now all of them motherfuckers is dead. Yeah, and we're suffering. And come next year, when I have to pay for £22 visa to go to Europe because I want to go to fucking Paris, I'm going to be here crying because all of them idiots didn't vote. And I'm sorry. Like
Margaret, you know.
Yeah. Like,
Captain
literally.
Tom's.
Like, honestly. And you're thinking...
Tom's and them man there.
And like, don't get me wrong. Like, I completely get why people don't vote. But you're just doing yourself a disservice. Like, we are now literally fucked because of not voting.
Rams, I'm gonna make a public because I feel this is very aimed at me now. Like, it feels a bit personal. I know it's not, but I'm the one here that don't fucking vote.
No, but it's true. Because the thing that I tell
you
people,
vote as well?
Yeah, I vote. But
you,
the thing
bruv.
I tell people is like, but the thing is, I can hear. What you're saying,
I know. I should.
But
be
like,
voting
same
still.
time, if you don't vote, for me, you then
can you
can't
affect
complain
change?
about
Yeah.
anything
Yeah,
that happens
yeah.
afterwards.
And I still moan. What? Yeah?
Next
Because I'm
time-
of the mindset, if I saw him in person, I'll punch him up like that.
You know where he lives.
Yeah, I do, but wait, them security there's a bit heavy duty still. Yeah?
Yeah, so we'll have the link for Kevin Strickland up and stuff for anyone that wants to donate. He shouldn't need a donation, to be honest, but unfortunately, it is what it is.
Compensate that man.
You know, it shouldn't be coming from our money, but next week we'll have part 2 where we're talking about weed.
Weed. Yes, we know Rams is gonna bring the fire on that one. So
Delve into my favourite topic.
But until then, peace, people.
Peace.